egoic state of consciousness, and by what science is the new emerging consciousness recognized? These and other essential questions will be addressed in this book. More important, this book.
What's going on, guys? In this video, I wanted to talk about the enjoyment of life and how you can enjoy life better and get the fullness of life, and essentially how we can just make life less of a struggle, I guess. And to do this, it's really simple, and there's really only one way you can enjoy life, and it's to live in the now, because living in the now is where life is. Life happens now, and it doesn't happen in the past or the future. So to get the full enjoyment out of life, you really have to learn to be present in everyday situations. So sometimes it's difficult to do all this when you're busy and you're stressed out. So one way that I like to really just be present and come into the now is to go somewhere like this, just I guess outside in nature or whatever, and just be alone and enjoy what's in front of you, because life is now, and it always is, and that's how you get the full enjoyment out of it. So yeah, like, you just want to find somewhere you can go and be by yourself for a little while. It doesn't have to be outside, but it really helps to be closer to nature, because when you're closer to nature, you're closer to your true being and its natural state. And so going outside really helps with that. And once you practice this a lot, going outside and just enjoying life, you can start to bring this same state of consciousness, of presence, into other aspects of your life too. And you should be doing this all the time, really, because that's just how you get the full benefit of life. That's how you enjoy life. So just find little times throughout the day to remind yourself to just be present and come into the now, because whenever you do this, you're experiencing life, and you're actually experiencing the best part of life, which is now, and the only part of life, really. So just find little times to just remind yourself to come back into the present moment and just live and just be in that moment. Another thing that really helps is to kind of just put down everything that you're worrying about for a little bit, and just stop doing things all the time and just come into the now. But to do that, sometimes you have to forget about what you're stressing about, forget about your problems and your worries and what you have to do and everything. Just drop it for a little bit, let it go. And that's really how you get the full enjoyment of life. And I'm not saying you don't have to do anything anymore, but you have to find times where you can just let go of all this mental thinking and this mental noise inside your brain, and just kind of drop it and stop thinking and just enjoy the moment and enjoy what's in front of you. Think about it as if when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you used to play a lot, and playing implies that you're enjoying life. And playing is one of the highest values of enjoying life, really, because when you're playing, you're not thinking about your problems, you're not stressing or worrying about things you have to do. When you're playing, you're fully in the moment, and you have to find that same space and bring it into your life more often, because playing is our way of letting go, and it's our way of really being in the moment and enjoying life. So find times to play, and maybe playing doesn't have to be your main practice, but just find times to do nothing too, and just be alone and enjoy the sensory aspects of life. Really look around and feel the the air that you're breathing and feel the life around you and the aliveness of that moment, and really just bring all your awareness into the present moment. And that's how you're going to get the fullest enjoyment of life. And when you bring playing into all this and you start to mess around and just be like a kid again, when you go back to being a kid, you're present and you're really enjoying life. So try to take the mindset of being a kid again and bring that into your life and see how you feel. Because a lot of people grow up and then they end up spending all their energy on worrying about everything, worrying about their jobs, people, money, and they never have time to play anymore. So find something that you enjoy doing and do it more often. And for me, it happens to be just being alone and doing nothing. That's kind of my version of, I guess, being in the present moment. And I try to do that a lot. But for other people, it's playing and doing something. It can be golfing. It can be, I don't know, playing frisbee, just hanging out with people, talking. Whatever kind of play and present moment awareness you can bring into your life, the more often you can do that, the better off you're going to be and the more enjoyment you're going to get out of life. Another thing you can do to enjoy life more is to listen to your footsteps while you're walking. This really brings you into the present moment, but it makes you enjoy life. It really does. Just focus on what you're feeling, focus on what you're hearing, what you're smelling, and what you see, and just bring all your attention into the present moment. And I guarantee once you enter the present moment, that's how you enjoy life. Because think of it this way too, when you're doing an extreme like sport or something, or an activity that is almost life-threatening, like for me it's snowboarding, because you're going really fast or whatever. It might be car racing, I don't know. Anything that kind of you need to be fully in the moment to actually do the activity, because it's very difficult, and if you're not present, if you're thinking, you could possibly screw up and die or hurt yourself. That's the state of presence, and that's why people do these things. That's why people do sports and like to play and like to that's because they get the fullest enjoyment out of life when they do that. So I encourage people to find something that does that, but also by coming into the present moment, you get that same feeling of intense focus when you're bringing all your focus into the present moment. Whoa, the ice is like making some cool noises. Focus on the ice, guys. Focus on what you're hearing, and you'll get the fullest enjoyment out of life. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video. See you guys.